Welcome back to Market Making Mondays, episode 8. And in this episode, we're going to continue talking about New Zealand dollar and possible setups for next week and what's been going on in the market so far. So, you already know how it goes. Run my intro. Hey friends and new traders, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Matt and I teach day traders just like you how to become profitable by teaching different tips and strategies. With that being said, let's get into the video. New Zealand dollar this week. I thought that based on the 4-hour, I thought that since we had this break of structure right here, I thought maybe we could possibly see up movement, which I talked about last week. Possibly, I said possibly we could see up movement, but we just took out this short-term high, and the market just continued to move bearish once again. So the market is just going down, 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 and who knows when it's gonna pull back. For now, maybe till the end of the year, we'll continue seeing lower prices. At this point, if you go check out the monthly time frame, you do have this low over here, which I did mark off. So this is 0.54721. I think this is where the market might be heading, to take out this low from March of 2020. So you could probably see the market continue to go down just to take out this low, and then at some point, maybe in the new year, that's what I'm possibly predicting, maybe in the new year we'll see some higher movements. The thing about the market, once we get into like closer to the end of the year, you just start to see slower and slower movements, and for swing traders it might be a little bit more harder to find your setups. So let me give you guys a better example. So back to the 4-hour. As I said, so back to the 4-hour this week. Just like last week, the market gapped down, and you can see the candle started right here and it went up. So this is a 10-hour daily Fibonacci that I have drawn up here. Just ignore it for now. So pretty much based on the 4-hour, if you're gonna go off our market structure, you see this high was broken. So you could go from low to high with the fib and possibly look for a move up, right? So we did get the 50 right here. So it'll be pretty much really hard to catch this move right when the market opened on Sunday. So that was like kind of an indicator that like the market is not gonna go, pretty much it's not gonna go that high since it gapped down already at the beginning of Sunday. Just timing wise, it's completely off based on the way I trade. So you can see it found resistance as it gapped, and it also had a trend line that was broken as well. And it also had the moving average. So that would have been like, if you caught this move, then that would have been like a short-term move pretty much based off the time of day. And then after, you could have just taken partials right here. If the trade made sense, you could have taken partials or take off full profit right here. Because based on the daily, Go to the daily or even the weekly. Could zoom in on this. We do have some of a weekly trend line, a small weekly trend line that's going right here, right? Or even on the daily, you can see it much more clearly. We kind of have a daily trend line going. Even if I was to like pull it from here, maybe. Yeah, that's not. So yeah, but I found this trend line after the fact, and I found this setup after the fact. So I didn't have no trade for this week because, as you can see, back on the 4 hour, the market just came up here. I seen that it was exhausted. I could have told that it was exhausted, and it wasn't moving from here. So there's a high chance that the market was gonna drop, but I didn't want to get in and take that chance because by the time I seen it being kind of exhausted right here, I noticed that news was about to come out, and I didn't want news to be against me. And then, the market just, you see how it took off right here. I didn't want it to be going off bullish if I took in a short, because that would have definitely caught my spread, and who knows at what point it would have taken me out the trade, even if I placed my stop loss there. So back to the daily. As you can see, I found this high to low, and the market pulled back to the 61, and there is resistance right here, a bit of resistance right here, and then I did find this trend line as well, but that trend line was after the fact. So, but just to see exactly what the market is actually doing, I was able to draw this out. So, and I could see that now it is heading towards the negative 27 extension level. So today is Friday, September 16th at 8 o'clock. This is coming out on Monday. You already know how it goes. So yeah, so potentially for next week, the market is most likely going to close down here, and we could possibly see some type of pullback. We do have this forever pay gap right here that needs to be filled. Right here, you can see the gap. So that does need to be filled next week. So potentially next week, you take off this fib. And I do have it in somewhat of a channel going down. So it is, put that back on for a second, it is perfectly going to hit this channel, and most likely it is going to respect it and come back up. I don't see it just continue to push down rapidly on a Monday, because Monday there's usually not enough news like that for the market to continue to push down. You could actually check it out to see the news, if there's news coming out on Monday to push the market down rapidly. So this is another great way to know, like, if the market is gonna consolidate for the day or there's gonna be movement for the day. Actually, for today, we still have news at 10 o'clock, so the market could possibly continue to push down. So let's check Monday. See, Monday there's really no news for USD or New Zealand dollar, so just expect consolidation on Monday, or small retracement, a very small retracement. Going into Tuesday, we could see the full pullback. So so based off this news, I think the news is just gonna push it to the negative 27, maybe a little bit past the negative 27 extension, but not all the way to the 61. I don't see that happening because it's already pretty much exhausted for now. It does need to pull back a little bit before it goes further down. So for Next week, let's check this daily, and I'll check the 4-hour. So you can see next week we do have, well, I can't really do it based off of now because we still got news coming out, but based off of now, we do have the 61.8 retracement level lining up perfectly with the beginning of our forever paid gap and previous resistance as well. So it could hit anywhere between the 50 and the 61.8 retracement level. Do it on the 4-hour as well. And this is just based off of price right now as I see it. I'm expecting price to maybe go a little bit further for the day, but that's okay. Not going to be a big difference, but yeah. So anytime next week we could see like the market could come back to the 38.2 actually, and this retrace as well. So yeah, so reason why I say the 38.2 or possibly even a 50, there is resistance right here. The moving average as well, and I do have this trend line that was broken, but it came back underneath, so we do have that trend line as well. So it could do something, continue to respect this, just come back up a little bit and then continue to go down. So anywhere between here, actually could see the market pulling back maybe a little bit above the 61.8 and then continue to crash. Just depending on how the market retraces, I'll know exactly what level it's going to. If I have a big retracement, like really quickly, like big candles going up, then most likely it's going to go to the 61.8 or the 78.6. So just be on the lookout for that next week. And yeah, so that's my prediction for next week. Just further bearish movement. So I hope you found this video valuable. Please share, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys hit the notification button. And I hope you guys enjoy your day, evening, afternoon, your night, whatever time you decide to watch this. I am out. Peace.